and just got met at the rim. You mentioned J-Dub, also Alex Caruso in the picture.
Back door, it got sniffed out by Hartenstein. Looked for a moment like it was lined up for Portland. Big block. And on the other end, the big fella.
How about that? He blocked the alley-oop. How do you do that? And then on the other end, runs the court, makes himself available.
And it's White. The hit ahead to Tatum. Caught it in stride. Tatum ejected. SGA caught him at the rim and swatted it away. 5-on-4. Hartenstein! Over the top. Well, you just couldn't hear it in this building.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. Come on, Shai. What else can you do, man? Here's his lob right here. As he caught the ball, and White went underneath him.
Anthony Davis wants to take on Hartenstein. Here's Connect. Blocked by Hartenstein, and he landed on his back hard.
This is Dalton Connect can do this. He's not just a three-point shooter. He's going to elevate. Perfect timing by Hartenstein. But you can see, I mean, he basically gets parallel to the floor and lands all of that body weight on his back and hip area. Did make it to his...
with some nail help. Boston raises up. Oh, man. Shai-Gilgeous Alexander put him in the friend zone. What a block. Here he is at the other end. Got a couple of birds up in the air and knocked it down. At 6'6", your point guard, protecting the rim.
Porter Jr., obviously very good shooters. No one else a proven perimeter shooter for this team. We're going to lean on Strawther for that. But we're going to have to wait and see if they've got enough.
A big-time block from Holmgren.
Hard to imagine the ground that Chet Holmgren covered to break up the first lob and then the second jump to stop him at the rim.
And then a great pass ahead to Dort for the game's first basket.
But Chet Holmgren is missing. A.J. Mitchell is missing also. And, you know, just credit that to the players stepping up. We talked about the third layup by the Thunder.
There's a deflection, a turnover, as Wallace leans in, and he's going to score in transition off the turnover. His thing and getting to the rim. He's got 6 quick points. On the move, putting pressure at the rim. Want to do that all night. Hard drive, a little bit of speed there, but a missed layup.
Like that. Shai-Gilgeous Alexander may have had a lot to do with that.
And it affected the shot, that fadeaway of J-Dub. Sexton had it poked away. Jason Wallace coming off a good road trip, and he will put it down. Wallace in transition.
You see the presence of Holmgren. Porter Jr. did not want any part of that. There's some backside help by SGA. They block it away from Jokic. SGA goes one-on-one, left hand, high off the glass, not a problem. And he's got another deuce.
On the two-time MVP. Check this out, folks. He's surrounded by white shirts, and SGA gets the block and gets out in transition and calls his numbers. He knows what to do with that. My goodness, that was pretty impressive.
Right now, the Thunder trying to find a little traction on the offensive end. Isaiah Joe coming off the turnover, and that might give him a little bit of a boost as he drills the three. It's just a 9-point game.
How about this? Man, look at this. Just giving you a cup of Joe.
Much more balanced offense seen from Atlanta than years past. There is a swipe away by Caruso.
He's had 3 of those already.
Shai serves it up.
Another steal. Thunder on the run. Bounce, Chang, finish.
Sharp inside, but turnovers, those are going to be the biggest issues there. And you saw 3 black jerseys swarming around, quick on the push out.
Deserving campaign so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And the league also knows what a player he is. How about that? Did he block?
You're right, Michael. This was a block on an alley-oop attempt for Zubac, who tried to catch it and dunk it all with one hand.
So, doesn't he get a block for that?
And OKC with its biggest lead so far of the game at 18. Pull, loose with the basketball. There's a turnover, sends it up, Wiggins, he'll keep it himself and glide up for that layup.
There's a comment from Take a look at this. Picking that loose change up off the floor is Casey Wallace. This guy here played his college basketball. Not very far.
Domingo. What does he decide to do? Drives in, got to the rim. Great defense, Jalen Williams. Didn't even let him get that shot up to the rim.
His number on this play. And just got met at the rim. You mentioned J-Dub. Also Alex Caruso in the picture.
And the Thunder got a double-digit lead here early in the third. Micic stripped on the backside. SGA jarred it free. Mitchell trying to push J-Dub yet again. This time, blows right by the defense for the stuff.
If you want to see a track meet, he's not in your picture, but he's coming, folks. Right down Main Street. Yeah, and that's a big loss for Denver, too, who's the Thunder's next opponent.
Oh, and De Silva just met Chet Holmgren right at the rim.
Come on, man. That's not fair. And Chet is blessed with the strength. What's this, folks? He's got both hands on both sides.
You know that's an unfair match when the ball didn't even...
Executed by a high-level player.
High-level skill, too, because there's not guys that can do that consistently, Michael. And so what that means is you got a play that he's been working on his entire career. The Thunder been working on that. It's a transition, fast break opportunity.
That's what you want to keep doing. Just keep shrinking the floor on the Trailblazers, creating those types of plays. They would not let him get to that painted area or the middle of the floor.
All threes right now for OKC. As Booker at the step, help defense came over, met him at the top, and it's going to stay with Phoenix. Aggressive OKC defense playing together. Great play from Dort on the backside. George, he tried to thread the pass, couldn't quite get it through. J-Dub again, look at the speed, Hendon, the lane. Kenrich, the tip and the follow, finally.
His last bucket, he was in that dunker slot, right spot as well.
Nice deflection to disrupt things momentarily. Gafford off balance, got his own miss. Oh, and Dort was able to poke it free on the backside.
Take a look at this, folks. I mean, he's wound up to try to dunk this ball, and Dort
got it up over Pippen. That was a beauty. And then Pippen Jr. ran right into Wallace for the turnover. Wiggins down the lane.
Are they going to call this game tight or let it be a physical game? So far, it's been the latter.
Towns. That time, Hartenstein came over with the denial.
How about this right here, man? He just came out and just smacked that.
As he maneuvers inside, puts his head down, can't get the layup. Jay Will off the turnover. Right back to Wiggins, didn't have to move very far. It's one way to get some points.
Athleticism cut off nicely by Jones. Kick outside, Grant another three, not that time. Offensive rebound on the swat of the backside, and Shai stepped on the baseline.
Was in on it, but we'll find out right here. My goodness, that was actually Casey Wallace.
Wow, that is not a center.
Pass inside, stolen. It's only the third turnover. And again, it was Allen at the top. That's a key stat. Isaiah Joe gets inside. Bank shot is
Dosunmu had to get back, and there is Holmgren.
And once again, the Jazz had numbers behind the ball. You get the rebound, pick up the loose change. That was a loose change situation. How about this, the steal?
Caruso picked the pocket of the rookie, and it leads to SGA. Trying to drive. Goes left, took a little bump there from Jabari Smith Jr.
Man, that was a lot of contact on that play.
Back wheel the other way. Jalen Green got swatted by Wallace on the layup attempt.
OKC was ready. Caruso. Bounce pass. Gilgeous Alexander. First quarter.
A 19-2 run. Turnovers leading to...
And Washington, once again, trying to use his size. Had it blocked by J-Dub. Able to get it back. Caruso was also in the vicinity.
As Nembhard has returned. You got the mismatch here. Going to need a little help inside. Great defense for rookie Mitchell. Came from the backside to jarred free. Shai right back to Kenrich, and it leads to the two on the other end.
I love it when guards come down and help me out like that, because you know what? That's a tough spot when they throw it over the top. There's no way you can recover unless you got an A.J. Mitchell coming down. And then you get out in transition. We talked about the transition points. Those numbers are starting to look pretty nice, helping the Thunder out. And that is just beautiful. That's something you practice, but you have to practice it without fouling guys.
That's the key.
I was a player that they harped on my defense.
No, they did.
When you play defense,
Stop it.
Give credit.
Weren't you Defensive Player of the Year? What a block shot. Speaking of defense here,
you gotta show
Lou.
OKC in a little zone action right now, matchup zone.
Hartenstein read that one all the way, gets the steal. Here's Lou Dort, he drives it. Freight train coming, he finds Hartenstein. Oh, Hartenstein reverses.
Domingo back tapped SGA and got the steal. Waters threads the needle to Wiggins. Oh, and it got erased by Hartenstein.
The dribble penetration by OKC.
Doubled was Collins. Great defense by the Thunder. Williams, Wallace got it to go, and a terrific break transition there for the Thunder.
Gilgeous Alexander, who's got much better as a defender. Jarrett Allen, another rebound block from behind. Alexander got a piece of it. Williams on the drive, feeds Hartenstein, gathers, uses his offhand and banks it in.
Got it right back, near turnover, Dort. And Dort's got a free lane all the way to the rim off the turnover from Miami, and he's got 5 quick points. They immediately go to Zubac. There is Jalen Williams, got that hand in there, knocked it free, forced the turnover on the break. Isaiah Joe's gonna clean it up, finish it off. And Fox will take it across. Oh, and that time SGA got his hand in there, took it away. Fellow Kentucky Wildcat. The kick out, Joe looking for another, and he's got another.
Dort dives and comes up with it. Here's Wallace. Wallace goes to Şengün.
Well, Mark Tagnall said after the Lakers game that there's just a certain comfort level. Nice dive there by Hartenstein. SGA gives it up. Wiggins high off the window. Kamara trying to post up, and Wallace read the pass and was able to get the deflection. He'll give it up as Wiggins slices in. Nicely done.
This is what you like here. Now, don't play behind on defense. Come around at the right time, steal the basketball, get out of transition.
Thunder creating opportunities. Just not able to convert. Brown swatted away by Hartenstein. Like they did against New York in this entire homestand. Hartenstein, though.
Dort shooting it at 39%, had made only 2 of his previous 17 threes. No whistle there. Reeves thought he was pulled down by Gilgeous Alexander, and nobody got back for the easy bucket to the last series here.
Yeah, he's just trying to get tight off this ball screen, and you can see he gets tangled up with Shai-Gilgeous Alexander. It leads to this, and look.
You think about this organization when New Orleans Pelicans, and they've done that before. We saw that happen with Jose Alvarado 3 seasons ago. Off the steal, Gilgeous Alexander inside. Ousmane Dieng with the layup. But turning defense into offense as Messi loses the basketball. SGA getting out in transition. And then Ousmane Dieng filling.
Jokic. That ball deflected blindly there by Wallace. Porter denied. Holmgren gums him at the rim.
Time that.
He started the year 0 for 10, but he's 5 for his last 7 from deep. Champagnie for the answer, not there. Paul, offensive rebound. A steal by Williams ahead of the pack.
And the slap. Oubre had his pocket picked. Nice play by Cason Wallace. Wallace one-on-one with the veteran Gordon, takes it all the way, and Cason Wallace able to use that little sidestep for the layup.
How about this here? Another turnover. We got 2 turnovers from the 76ers in 4 possessions. How about this? Is that a Euro from Cason Wallace?
Couldn't snag that rebound, so the Pelicans quickly back. It's Jones. And Jones fumbled that, trying to pass it out to McCollum. Shai, he'll step into the 3 and bury it from deep.
Just to get him back on his heels before he hit the afterburners.
And Hartenstein with the big-time rejection.
How about this? Great timing.
And some big threes. Is that pass through the hands? Picked off. Dort up ahead. Lost it momentarily, but Cason Wallace goes over the top of Juzang.
We talked about the Thunder being able to get out in transition and mounting up those transition points. But I'll tell you one thing, folks, it doesn't get any better than that. Barely hung on to that pass. And how was he able to throw it back right into the hands of the cutting Cason Wallace? Thought the Nuggets kind of a little bit trying to figure out how to get back on defense, and now it comes up with a steal here. Jokic complaining to the officials. The Thunder are going the other way.
Zubac. Oh, the good anticipation. Caruso that time got the best. SGA finds an open shooter. It's Joe. Once again, no hesitation, and the result is the same as he's got himself another three.
Here it is. You get the steal out front, create your own offense. Just give him a cup of Joe. Take a look at this, folks. It's nice and hot.
So the Thunder finish out these final 3 minutes. In fact, Young got caught in the air. There's a turnover.
That's good defense by Caruso.
Oh, nice pass. And Cason Wallace read that beautifully. Now Caruso all by himself. He'll get it home.
You wish your shoes were a little bit smaller. How about this? Scrapping this on one end. It's not over yet, folks. And Cason Wallace had 2 guys behind him. 8 consecutive points going all the way back to the final possession of the first half. Another turnover poked away that time by J-Dub.
Hartenstein counted himself. A little barrel from Zubac.
Take a look at this, folks. Coast to coast, like butter and toast. I've been waiting to say that about Isaiah Hartenstein. These 2 big guys going at it. I mean, just a clean up on aisle 9. Famous people, you know, just really a lot going on that can distract you from the business at hand. As Aaron Wiggins order. But this has been the storyline. The defense, very stingy. And then finding the right guy in transition.
He's got 13 points. He's the second leading scorer for OKC. Curry again, wiggling to the cup. That time, batted out of bounds. SGA.
He knew exactly what he was going to do on that play. He scored previously on that exact same move, except there wasn't a second defender down there as he punches it. Or 7'9", that shot's going in, or it's going toward the basket. No chance of getting it. How about this? He strips the point guard, and the big man is going to show you how it's done.
Show him some love, Mike. Man, pick the pocket of point guards. Look at those quick hands. He can't just distribute the basketball. Oh, Dort almost picked it up, but he did deflect it. Now he gets it right back to Rainbow. You can hear the fans still energized by this play and the extra hustle from Dort. That he has done on and off the court, setting the tone for the environment, the type of guy that he is. And what a block! Hartenstein on the recovery sends it into the first row.
Whew. He came from nowhere, just out of nowhere, and just punched that thing out of bounds. Shorten that clock, 1.8 seconds remaining on the shot clock, too.
You said Booker is on the bench. Nurkic, oh, Kenrich Williams came over for the block.
How about this? Comes over and blocks the dunk at point-blank range.
Just incredible job. So far, shooting 62% here in the game. Mitchell knocks it free, got the steal. Took it away from Kispert, dumps it off. Kenrich all the way to the cup, lays it up and in.
This is what I'm talking about, folks. Not very comfortable with the basketball.
Rookie comes up with the steal. Didn't get tagged there. Mike, good, clean defensive play.
You know, he kind of had a really slow, deliberate dribble.
SGA comes over, swipes it away from Lively and trying to put it down.
How about this on the 7-footer point blank? My goodness.
Huff dribbled right into the turnover. More ball pressure that time from Dort. Kenrich right back. SGA, he'll finish off.
As he just, how about this right here? I mean, just big guy trying to dribble against Lou Dort. You know that's going to be a problem. Because, man, he's a pit bull on defense and leads to another turnover and transition opportunity for the Thunder. As they get out in transition, that's coming off that corner three by Kenrich Williams, forcing the Grizzlies to call another timeout. Clipped him just enough. Bridges to allow Shai to get that shot going.
Here's a poke away. Isaiah Joe left to himself, and Isaiah Joe with two hands in the stuff.
We talked about, just keeping the game fast and not allowing the Knicks to set up a defense. In a perfect world, this is what you want.
As Randall had it poked away. Jada finally comes up with the steal. Trying to create the odd man rush up ahead. It's SGA on the jam. And OKC finally able to get out of the run.
Did you see that? Okay, this is the first one. There's a second one. And he says the third time, I got it. And he just puts it in the bag and hands it off to us.
44 points. They held to 17 points in the third quarter.
Yeah.
These quarters can change dramatically. And there's an excellent block. Chet Holmgren that time met him at the rim. Having another solid first half. Bridges had it punched away. Good defense. And the recovery. SGA 3-on-1 gives it up. Isaiah Joe. There's some transition opportunities.
We're talking about a couple of turnovers. You saw the block moments ago by Wiggins.
Thunder got to get back. Dosunmu's been out on the run. This time he sidesteps. No. Smith the offensive rebound. And the rejection underneath by Jang. The extended pursuit by the Thunder. It's been there all night and it leads. So exemplary. Not giving up on the play. Ousmane Dieng, and it leads to this.
You're loving it too because you need these kind of plays right now as the Bulls. And you did it a second time. Oh, look at this, another steal here.
Dangerous cross-court pass. Wallace again!
How about this? Floating that pass over the middle. And this is the finish. As Eubanks was following him, if he tries to lay that up, he's going to get that.
That is one way to attack Houston. Off of a miss. Şengün. Oh, nice cut, but Smith missed the dunk attempt on the weak side.
Second chance here, Jerome. Garland. And he lost the hand to Wiggins, stripped it. Another Cleveland turnover. 10 turnovers for the Cavs. Dort was running away from him.
Also got a couple of turnovers.
Grimes, that errant pass. 4,000 points now for Dort on that layup. Nembhard telegraphed the pass. SGA able to pick it off. Another cut. Jalen Williams, and it looked like Turner might have got a piece.
Rebound by Dinwiddie. It's picked up by Caruso. Kenrich Williams 3.
A little hot potato right there.
And again, another turnover. And
Shai-Gilgeous Alexander, so dangerous.
Averaging 30 a game. There's a magic turnover. And Dort finds J-Dub, who gives it to Gilgeous Alexander.
Well, I'll tell you what, everybody needs a wing defender. He can create his own offense, and he can play 40 minutes. He can play 40 minutes in a playoff game. He doesn't fatigue, so he does everything. He just doesn't do it as consistently, Mark, as you want sometimes.
SG.
It's Champagnie looking for Collins, knocked away. Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. Wallace the other way. On the wing, Wiggins 3.
This is where they beat you, right?
But isn't it special watching how quickly guys touch the ball and then move on from it?
And off the turnover, Gilgeous Alexander lays it.
SGA certainly big part of that, not starting the second quarter. On the floor, Caruso. Nice anticipation, got the deflection. He's on the move all the way to the cup and able to scoop it up and in.
Caruso did a good job of just holding his ground.
Oh, Caruso stepped right into the passing lane, then cashes in the three right off the turnover. Wow. Oh, the instincts showing up.
Everywhere on the floor possible.
Wiggins, quick catch. Skip pass over to Mitchell. He's going to have to beat the shot clock, and too strong. And if there was a change of possession, that allowed Mitchell to get that ball back and put it up and in.
Well, finally, we can actually give Chip England some credit, the great shooting coach from Oklahoma City, as Jalen Williams with the steal and the finish
on back-to-back possessions.
Don't want to foul Van Vliet. Got a hard closeout. Shai with the strip. Can he beat Van Vliet down the other end? Yes, he can. Still not getting those threes to drop. Nice turnover. Ousmane Dieng took it right away, trying to create an odd man rush. There is Caruso in stride, cut it and finished it.
How about this? Cruz got his head up as soon as he stole that basketball and he made a straight line pass. Robinson got that 2-on-1 fast break.
Pritchard went into his shooting motion, and Tatum lost his balance. It's taken by Joe. 2-on-1. Joe dumps it off. Wiggins lost it initially there. He finally banks it in.
How about the defense once again? Forcing turnovers, picking up that loose change off the floor. Nice little wraparound pass by Isaiah Joe.
Max Christie has been getting more playing time. Just had it taken away by Jalen Williams. J-Dub, as they call him in OKC, puts it in on the other end.
Brandon Boston, the primary ball handler here. Ingram slips out. And there's those active hands again. Williams took his cornbread. Wiggins with a little room service dunk.
The three-point shooting in the opening week of the NBA has not been outstanding.
No, it has not.
10 to shoot. One-on-one. Jokic. Drop step. Couldn't dunk it, but a foul.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this, coach. Watch the show. Watch the shoulders.
Yep.
Ooh. Little post move Schmitty a little bit.
They are going to take a timeout here and challenge this call. Chet Holmgren was out.
Got a smaller defender with him, A.J. Mitchell on the switch. And both players go down. And a turnover. Holmgren in transition with the slam.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama gets a little bit shaken up on this play. And, you know, this is what they're trying to do early in the game. That's not really Victor Wembanyama's strength.
And doing it depleted is Oubre. Got denied. Great block. Meeting him at the top. There was J-Dub.
That's great off-ball help. Look what it leads to at the hands of Shai-Gilgeous Alexander. You know, this is what you like. You know, everybody helping out. That time Kelly Oubre, excuse me, folks, drives into two players. And the guy
Look at the harassing defense there on Murray. Couldn't get the shot off, couldn't get the pass off, ends up turning it over. Turnover number 6. It's 3-on-2 as SGA sets it up beautifully for Jalen Williams on the alley-oop. Disrupt OKC on the offensive end. As Dort came over, slapped the arm there of R.J. Barrett.
You talk about dropping a sweet dime.
There's the steal. SGA got fouled on his way to the cup. Still able to finish. Right hand.
Thunder have 9 assists, 9 made baskets. Caruso sneaking in behind. There's a turnover. Wallace trying to push it ahead. Little sidestep, left-handed layup. No, there is Jang with the follow.
On Trae Young.
That's what the Thunder can do. They can just put waves of defenders at you. There's a swat of balance by SGA as the defense starting to pick up here in the fourth quarter.
This is energy right here. He just swipes it away off of a former teammate.